Hey there, Echo Bit. Yay! Alright, I'm gonna get some ads out of the way. And just make sure we are all set up. How's the Echo Bit doing? I was so excited to see that shirt come in today. I think it came in a couple of days ago, but 20 month.
Returning subscriber. Glory to the Red Legion.
I love it. Thank you so much. Hey Zolner. Glad to have you in here too. This might be a nighttime. We shall see. Got the water ready. Ads are going. Ads are up. Let's get in here. What is happening, folks? Red Monster here. And we have a very special event tonight. We are doing, the Red Legion is hosting the Omega Aerosports 2954 Summer Festival. Yeah, that's a mouthful. But this is brought on by the Omega Aerosports group led by Smithy Joe Bob. And yeah, tonight we were asked to host a race. And I told Smithy, I said, Smithy, if we're doing a race, it's going to have to be with a mining vehicle. And we thought about prospectors, we thought about moles. I wanted to do a ground race, and I thought, you know what mining vehicle gets the least representation? And there's a pretty clear choice. It's the ROC-DS. But it also, I think, happens to have one of the fastest ground speeds, which is surprisingly beneficial for racing. So we're going to go ahead. We've got a group of fantastic racers. They're queuing up here in chat. So we'll give them a quick rundown, as well as some of the Red Legion crew who are doing our event support. So I'm gonna bounce in there. We've got quite a few, so they're still coordinating. We'll get some of the back chatter, but
just leave it be. We don't need the space.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
So.
What's up?
I'm just switching over voice settings, and I'll go back to the main screen.
Just something.
Yeah. I was just getting voice settings.
Like
yeah.
Running water. What are you doing over there?
What am I? What? Just trying to live stream. It's a live production. So we're here. We've got a couple of our ROC-DSs already at the location. We have a few more that are on their way, but I may do a quick rundown on the track. What's the status of folks?
We're loading an M2 with should be all of the rest of the DSs we need.
Okay. So
One of those.
before we get too far, we've got some voices in chat here who may sound familiar. Okay. We'll run down the list and just get some introductions if it's okay. We'll start at the top there. I see Echo Bit from Anzia Racing. You have
Hello,
a...
everyone. It's Ichabit, the presiding officer of Enza Racing. I'm here today to support Omega Aerosports' Summer Festival. It's good to have you all. I like to organize races. I'm also a VTuber and do a whole bunch of other stuff. EnzaRacing.com if you want to check out our events. But today, it's Omega Aerosports with Red Legion. So glad to have you here.
Awesome. Thank you for that. We have Emperor Pravis here from the Red Legion.
Hey, I am happy to be running a race today. It's my first time running one, and we have the wonderful track that has been set up by Echo Bit. So, and then really
Thank you for the 17-month sub there, Tent.
Here, I'm grateful for Red Streaming, Pro, and Frost doing security for us, as well as Smithy and Roy and Echo really have been a huge part of putting this all together. So lots of teamwork here, but happy to be running this race today.
Yeah, and thank you again. Emperor Pravis is the official Red Legion esports liaison, who's been able to get us involved in quite a few of these events, both financially supporting, making sure we're represented, with racers, and even going so far as to host events. This fantastic one from Omega. We've got Frost. Frost coming in from the Red Legion.
Hello. A member of the Red Legion. Just here to help in any way I can. Providing security for today.
He will be keeping the skies clear. All right, Kulbasa.
Oh.
One of our racers going to be in the ROC-DS. Are you in a particular org?
Yeah, but then you can get out.
All right, we'll try that later. Nafti.
Turbo Corporation, I think.
Oh, Turbor. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm from Tudor. Sorry, I was eating.
I wasn't sure if that was Doritos, I heard. Nafty, if you're talking, I'm not hearing that.
I wasn't. I think
Okay.
my mic's just a little sensitive right now.
Oh, cool.
I'm Nafty. I'm on Frontier Consolidated's race team, and here to run around mining distribution center. ROC-DS.
All right. Yeah, Frontier Consolidated being one of those well-represented orgs within the racing community. So glad to have you here. We've got a very familiar name, Noise Maze.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Noise from Frontier.
Anything else you want to say?
I'm just here to support. Yeah, also from Anzio.
Oh. Awesome. Okay.
Thank you. You are very important.
Prof Decoy.
Greetings. From Frontier, also on Anzio race staff.
Excellent. Prometheus.
Sup.
Oh, short and sweet. Prometheus is from the Red Legion. He is actually the leader of Task Force Red, our private security group, who will be helping do kind of chief of security today. We got Tint. Can you tell us who you are?
I'm the director of racing for Frontier Consolidated. I'm also happily a member of the Anzio Racing Committee, and I help out a lot over here at Omega as well. I love all things Star Citizen Racing, and I'm going to make a ROC-DS go fast as hell today.
Excellent. And
But
Zollner.
he's not breaking my record.
Let's go.
Not breaking.
And if he doesn't, Decoy becomes director.
All right. Zollner, you want to give a quick call out?
Hello, I'm Zollner. I am going to be running the coffee run tomorrow morning as my race for Summerfest. I am here representing Project Astara Independent Explorers. We're considering shortening the name, but I like tripping up Smithy whenever he's trying to say it on the stream.
Right. It's the best. Streamers really appreciate long, complicated names. It's one of our great joys. All right.
Absolutely.
Let's go, Zona.
Let's go. So we got a couple minutes for the last folks to get over here. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're on approach right now.
We're in the air with rocks.
Cool.
Just gotta get a quantum block to actually happen.
All right. I'm gonna just back out a little bit. Let the crew see what a race track we are at. This is the Covalex. It's not the Covalex Circuit. Pull up the chart.
Covalex
here.
Distribution Center.
Covalex Speedway.
Yeah,
the
the
Covalex
racetrack that EchoBit came up with is the Covalex Speedway.
All right. So with this Covalex Speedway, I actually our own Emperor Pravis with the one and only registered run here. Congratulations on your world record.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was really hard to beat nobody, but I will
Congrats,
I will own the world record for this racetrack
You're the fastest.
until Tint gets his crack at it today.
Yeah. Awesome. So yes, this is at the Covalex Distribution Center S4DC05 on Microtech in Stanton. It is in an armistice zone, so that's one of the cool parts of this event. And there are two versions of this track. There's a short track and there's a long track. So the full versus the short. We are running the full track today, starting here at the band lane, going into the first loop into the Halsey Tunnel. Crossing underneath, going through checkpoint 1, 2, and 3 in that group. Someone arriving. Then out to Drago's Catch on the far side, checkpoints 4 and 5, and then making your way back towards a loop around the distribution center. And we are going to be doing 3 laps of this event today. So, yeah, we'll be watching this track. Currently set up here, and it's getting a little dark out here. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like we'll be doing a night run today.
Wonderful. And just again, do a quick review of the track. We have the starting gate here, where they will be taking off. They will be making their first loop out over to checkpoint
Has
1.
everybody been able to get in party? Roy, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
At this checkpoint 1 area, they will be driving underneath the legs of this tower.
You are invited. Everyone else is in
And we've
party,
got
or I
a
guess is
small
anyone else
pass-through
not
for
in party?
checkpoint 2.
Zollner crashed. I will let you know if I'm still in party when I reload.
Okay.
And checkpoint 3 here, another tower, again driving beneath the legs, and then continuing off checkpoint 4 and 5 on the far side. The fog, of course,
Emperor Pravis
making this
is in
somewhat difficult.
position, so once we get the other racers on the track, we should be
Beneath the legs on checkpoint 4. Returning here on checkpoint 5. Returning backwards. And again, making this crossover. There is the Kuros Tunnel, checkpoint 6. Right here in this second group. Crossing over. Looping out back behind the distribution center. And of course we have Echo Bit and crew who will be monitoring race performance. These additional checkpoints.
Right, Zollner crashed. I cannot.
Making wonderful gates in order to manage this. And of course, coming in towards the end, all of our spotlights.
We can just back him out the back door. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm loading in at the moment.
And our starting grid. Hi, Smithy Joe Bob.
Okay, I'm going to list off the racers that I have down. Please tell me if I don't say your name. Echo Bit, Colbosa, Nafty, Prof Decoy, Tint, Zollner. Those are the racers we have today, correct? Perfect. No news is good news.
Zollner's going to need another party invite, please.
Okay, definitely.
Just waiting on the folks recovering back into server here. Of course, it wouldn't be Star Citizen.
Be a challenge finding the checkpoints in the dark.
It's not. It says in. It says you're already still in the party, on my side.
Echo Bit, do you want to tell us a little bit about what inspired this track?
So it's all CIG's fault. As soon as they added a big structure and placed it in a big flat area, unlike building a racetrack out of this. So in the PTU, I immediately knew that we had to do it. And finding the distribution center took a while. Like we encountered a lot of issues approaching ones with really high gravity, so they weren't approachable for like half the PTU. And then a lot of them also had really active missile turrets and would just shoot you down instantly. But eventually, a lot of the reputation system was put in, and now it's easier to identify which ones were friendly. And we found this one, a friendly one, at the very last exploration. All of the other ones were like in the snow and stuff, and it was just such a beautiful location. There was nothing like it. There's nothing like this really flat area to build a racetrack on. and it's just perfect. It had to be done.
Yeah, agreed. It is a fantastic looking track. Each of the pylons, of course, making it a very easy to follow area. Now, that might be a little difficult for the racers who are out there in the dark, essentially, getting through this track. But, you know, we should be able to do it. We've got observers monitoring those checkpoints. And, of course, towers all marked by bright red lights up at the top, if you can see that far. I think the clouds are going to be the scariest part.
I would also like to shout out I'd also like to shout out Hyperion Vanguard Corporation. When I needed this track tested, they were the org that answered, and they all came out in force, like 7 to 12 of them, and they all ran at least a lap for me, just to see like what sort of times we were getting, and that's why I named all the straight names are named after members of their org. Every single street and corner and section named after one of them. So thanks, Hyperion Vanguard Corporation.
Yeah, big shout out to them. Appreciate it. All right. Doing to monitor here as we're waiting on the last couple of folks. And of course, Smithy Joe Bob saying he's driving on his way home. Wanted to say, have fun, everybody. Hopefully we get him in watching a little bit, causing some ruckus.
Anybody know off the top of their head where the keybind for the first-person camera zoom is?
First-person camera zoom, I think you've got to be in interact mode, so holding F and then scroll in. Is that what you're looking at?
It's probably the interact mode triggering. It's just bound to the same thing as reverse on my controller, and I'm trying to find it to unbind it.
Oh, gotcha.
I am having a nightmare of a time quantuming to this place.
Are you in a vehicle then?
Yeah.
I think it's under vehicles-view, and then dynamic zoom in and out.
It was precision targeting toggle. It just looks like a zoom because I'm in a ROC-DS and there's no gun.
Zollner, did you route location?
Yes. What I was doing was, whenever I was trying to quantum to it, it was sending me either to the sun or was saying everything is red. So,
gotcha.
Like I couldn't quantum to it. And I don't have party markers. Let me try leaving party and getting a
Yeah, try leaving and I'll invite you again.
Okay.
Have you confirmed you're on the same server?
You're re-invited to party.
I do see Zollner in the server list.
Yep, same.
Great lighting.
I've never taken this track after dark, so this will be fun.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we'll need to get creative, I think, if you guys are having problems finding the markers.
I mean, I planned the whole thing so nobody beats my time. Ultimately,
That is true.
Thought behind it. Yep. Zollner, were you able to get en route?
Yes, I should be standing here in about
Returning subscriber.
2 to 3 minutes.
Glory to the Red Legion.
Perfect.
Tywar, thank you for the
And
prime
then
sub.
Echo Bit, Nofty, are you gonna line up?
Appreciate you.
Yep. I'll line up last.
We're lining up. Hang on.
Oh, I was seeing names overlapping each other. I'm like, what's going on? It's because those people are driving my GreyCats. So it's actually their name in the GreyCat. So that'll be fun.
I've got some of them.
I'm just saying, it was my intention to have a 2-lane start grid. So I don't know if Red Legion wants to do that, but you are more than welcome to line up in 2 lanes. What do you think, Travis?
Yeah, I think it looks better 2-lane starter.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Do we want to give? I don't see who's in front because the names.
Prof Decoy.
Okay. So Tint, do you want to actually be in lane 2, spot 1? So Nafty, if you would.
I'm good where I am.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Then Kalbosa, do you want to be in lane 2, spot 1?
Can you repeat, please?
Do you want to be in lane 2, spot 1, so on the starting line on the other side?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. And then Nafty, you can sneak in right behind him. Thank you.
I don't think I'm on the same server.
You're on our server list.
Because I am at location and I don't see anyone.
Who's the most recent chatter in global?
Ender SFD.
Yep, that's not the same.
All right.
Which is weird because Zollner's definitely still in our server list. I also see AC3.
Okay. Yeah. Different server.
Which is weird.
If you're landed, do you have the option to bedlog?
No, I took my Firebird out. I jumped in a fast ship.
All right. Well.
It's okay. Go on without me.
Just jump in and beat all of them, you know, late, and that would be great. So, so I got Prof Decoy, Kolbosa, Tint, Nafty, Echo Bit. Is that who? Yeah, that's who we have on the line. That's who we have on the list. So, everyone ready to go?
Ready?
Okay, Echo Bit, do you want to play the sound for us?
Not only will I play the sound for you, I will deliver it live. Welcome to the Omega Aerosports 2954 Summer Festival Red Legion ROC-DS race at the Covalex Speedways. Racers, start your engines. We are beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
And we are off. These racers out on the ROC-DS, those headlights making quick work of this. One of the more entertaining ground vehicles. Probably useless from a functional perspective, but you know what? Can't all be perfect.
Once again, the new lighting does look pretty nice.
Ooh.
And we have one. Was that a full death?
Sprint back for another one.
Cold Bassa. All right. Have you got? Have we got a vehicle that can pick him up? Tint and Prof Decoy.
Or Pro would be willing.
Coming up on the checkpoint
I am
too.
on the same server. I can pull a vehicle to pick people
Nafty
up.
and Echo Bit leading up.
Zollner, that would be phenomenal if you could pick him up.
Yeah, I don't have any passenger capacity much yet.
Nope, that's good. And we kind of want you where you're at, Mr. Security Guy.
Yeah.
We want you sitting 12 clicks out bored. That's where we want you.
Bro.
I like being bored.
If as security is if you're bored, that means you're doing your job right.
That's what I'm saying.
Can borrow this Origin 300 and
Yeah, it'll take me about a few minutes to get my Pisces out there.
All right, Zollner. Echo Bit coming up in the lead. Making that first turn. We've got Nafty coming up in second. Prof Decoy in third. And Tint coming up behind Echo Bit with a clear advantage.
Got 20 seconds.
Track Creator.
Perfect.
Oh, hits a rock and spins sideways. Here's what's great. The lighting effect for these vehicles makes it so that, yeah, I don't have any hard time telling where you all are at.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate! From up here.
Yeah. You'll just have to trust me that I'm hydrating here, Bob. All right, that's Nafty coming in for the second. Prof Decoy and Tint. We'll see how they decide to make this interchange. Does Echo Bit go early? Kind of leading the pace for the rest of the pack here. Tint looks like he's cutting the early run. Now Nafty and Prof Decoy both going for the far run. Echo Bit's gonna make this hard corner. Oh, and that looks like Prof Decoy got spun around on the ground. I'm not.
Being dark makes it even harder to avoid the barely visible rocks.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Those
And
rocks,
where
man.
is Echo Bit? Are we appears to be stuck?
To be jammed on invisible geometry. Don't go where I went.
Yeah, you gotta stay real
If
far
I
away
could get a
from
booth or something.
the circular guys.
Oh, I think I'm free.
Self-rescue there. Good job. That opens it up. We've got Nafty in front. Prof Decoy coming up next. Echo and Tint are going to be in a hard race for third place.
I was told earlier that Prof Decoy was the one to watch out for.
All right, we got the field clearly split into two pairs. It's going to be Echo Bit and Tint battling it out. Prof Decoy and Nafty.
Oh no, there's more of us.
They're making it up onto the straightaway. Oh, slight. Was that a collision? Yeah. Righted themselves. Coming through this fairway. And up the hill. Looks like both of them failing to make that turn. Lacking the grace. But, you know, a little bit of improv. Heading down and out. The, almost the last couple of checkpoints.
Coming up on checkpoint 9.
Alright, and Roy, just be aware I am in third person most of the time here.
Copy that.
Looping out to checkpoint 9. On our way over to checkpoint 10. You see Echo Bit. Watch this
Like
first
Tint
lap
Echo
complete.
Bit are getting up on it.
And they're coming through that causeway. some rocks you got to watch out for in this section of the track as well. That geometry, and some of it not entirely visible, obviously making things a little more difficult. Heading back in.
It was a good call out by Echo Bit. Just watch for watch yourself around those circular structures in the front as well.
And here we watch Prof Decoy.
Council report on that.
Boss, are you stuck?
No, I'm waiting for you.
Moving up the causeway.
Okay. We're here.
Down the right side and into the final stretch of the band lane. And we are about to see our first completed lap. Prof Decoy completes it. Current fastest lap. We'll watch as the remainder of the crew. Noticing we've got Nafty, Tint, and Echo Bit making their runs, and of course Emperor Pravis keeping them in line. Go Nafty, congratulations on a lap complete. 1 of 3. 7 minutes 22 seconds. And that's Tint and Echo in that order. We see other racers as they've moved forward on the track. Oh, and Tint getting turned around on some rocks. Now this this transition up here into this checkpoint is difficult. We do have one dead rock.
I gotta
bit of a
get
downhill.
further away from Echo. The desync spikes are eating me alive.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. It's not you. It's the ping.
I'm trying to give you wideness. Yeah.
It's not even that I'm worried about you hitting me. It's the whenever we get close enough
Nice.
that the game starts co-checking our location, it just freezes for a quarter second.
Yeah, we lost Zollner to server issues. Well, actually, Zollner was a crash.
Echo's got an EMP on that rock, didn't you know?
Kolbasa
I mean, apparently.
was a disconnect.
One of them
Trying to rejoin.
fancy Australian-only EMPs.
It only works upside down.
Improvise
Yep.
ROC-DS weapon.
Spins the other way.
All right. And can we get a quick exclamation point
Isn't IAD
OAS?
upside down pie?
Oh, through the checkpoint, but crashes onto the rocks. This is what makes these ground vehicle races really
Watch out for them
stand out.
rocks.
See our 4 racers as they move through the track.
Like that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that one.
An occasional hang up here.
There's 3 laps.
3 laps.
Correct.
You go until
Yeah.
Echo tells you to stop.
Yo, wait, why is the Echo in?
Nafty, Prop Decoy, Echo, and
There
Tint.
we go. That's right. You know who's in charge.
Ooh,
Although
spinning
if
around on these
Echo-
rocks.
I know who's in charge. It's these little flat rocks. That's who's in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll flip you over real quick.
Dude, they got money on the race, okay? Come on.
I think they're just out for revenge. But it's, you know, to be completely
Always
fair,
time to remind them.
yeah, the ROC-DS is probably the least guilty of their enemies. I do think it's probably a better racer than it is a mining ship. You know,
The ROC-DS, I would 100% agree with that.
Still like the mule better.
Able to still peak ground performance.
If your goal was to design a worthless mining vessel, that's what you would come up with.
Hey, but the cherry red paint is sexy, okay?
It really is.
It
yeah,
looks just as good on a real rock, though.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right, hitting a couple
to
of
be fair,
rocks
10th
up
and
here.
Neil is peak ground and air performance.
True. The ROC-DS cannot spin in the air. That's points against it.
And we see our racers coming through the gap.
Unless my eyes deceive me, it looks like the sun's coming up.
I think your eyes are deceiving you.
Yeah, this is single vehicle racing.
Unless we're near the North Pole.
All right. I think there's some strange lighting things going on.
Yeah, the other day when we were doing Aspire, the whole map just kept lighting up gold occasionally for me on the ice lake.
Ooh. Gotta love it. No co-pilot for laser fighting. Oh, Tint. He's out here
Playing
talking.
Tiny Rocks.
Yeah, out here talking instead of watching where he was driving.
I can't see where I'm driving.
I don't think anybody can.
No, this light goes just far enough that I can see the rock that is about to hit me, but not enough that I can dodge it.
Welcome to Star Citizen.
Hello, Echo.
Hello.
Echo moving her way up the track. Nofty's got
That
a pretty
is-
commanding lead,
yeah.
though.
Nafty, did you practice? Because you know that's cheating.
I really did. For like 3 hours.
That makes me really happy.
That probably gives you more seat
'Cause I
time on the
love this
ROC-DS than
vehicle.
on mine.
I'm so glad someone practiced.
I wasn't
I did
sure
a
if it
little
was
bit of
the short
practice
track or
prior
the
to,
long
but
track.
not a.
So I worked on both. And I definitely learned to stay away from the silos. Got stuck there for like 5 minutes.
Echo Bit making that move.
These transitions are tough. Managing it with ease. Oh, Nafty gets hung up in one of the crossways. Echo Bit coming in for the lead. Oh. And Nafty for a second. Prof Decoy trying to get a third. And Tint. Just happy to be here. And passing right through. All right. Oh,
I did
stuck
the
on the
silo thing again.
silos. Oh no. All right. What's the dragonfish of a rock? No clue.
Trying to pull that corner too fast there.
I realized.
Echo.
Your googly eyes arrived and management took them away.
Just brain switch off when don't see collision.
Okay.
Zoner, we need a boop.
Yeah. Have we got a support vehicle out here can give a boop?
Oh,
There's a 315 parked near DM2.
Prof, I'm just behind you on your right. So you know. Oh.
Not
There you
anymore.
go. Gentle boop.
Gentle boop.
Yeah, I hit that rock and spun out, just as you were.
Echo Bit is still
that was
stuck.
The strategy is I was hoping you would get distracted and hit something, but then you hit me, and it didn't pan out.
I just walked away from the Pisces.
All right. I can probably give a quick boop for Echo.
Okay, I am almost to it. You'll be on set faster, but
All right, but if I die, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay.
Alright, then don't do it.
Stream's over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We've got our crews out here.
I'll just call it here, DNF. This is a pretty bad situation.
All right. Make sure to submit those issue council reports.
Yep.
Don't want Red to go boop Echo and then wind up in Pyro somehow.
Yeah.
You jest, but that could definitely happen.
I mean,
in the middle of the sun.
Just find one of those transient
Try and get
pulse that's not here yet.
it was just last month that getting impounded in Arena Commander on the Dunlow track would send you to Orison in the PU. So literally anything's possible.
All right. Heading back up.
Echo, do you want to try the boop?
No, I've backed out of the race. It's okay.
Okay.
All right, we got Tint on the right side, Prof Decoy, and Nafty on the left. Tint, Prof, and Nafty. They are avoiding the silos as they come through. Tint, going the scenic route.
Tint, do you find taking that earlier turn to be of benefit?
It's really just that it's the least crowded.
It's fair.
But it does seem to be relatively smooth through that section there. I don't tend to get hung up until I get up here.
Game crash.
Was that a game crash or a vehicle crash?
Yes. Game crash.
Game.
That
All
was
right.
game crashed as well.
Oh, not
Oh
too.
no.
Wait, so who's still in?
Tint.
Well,
Winning by default is the best way to win.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he planned that, but
he's gonna do his best to not. Yeah, I'm always watching.
I mean, I can just drive it in reverse until they get back in if that feels fair. That actually might go faster. I'm not even kidding about that.
I mean, with that being said, you guys did finish the 2 laps necessary to post your time on SCR, so there's that.
And I'm fairly certain I don't have your record yet.
Let me see. I had you at 14:26 for the 2 laps, so nope, I still got you.
Landing gear raised.
But you know, I was driving during the day and not with other people.
Not with Echo providing multinational EMP desync spikes.
See, that would be one of my favorite things about racing in the Antia racing races is that it's always on Australian servers, and goodness gracious.
Yeah, lots of potato.
My ping is out of control.
Here we are watching Tint, the final racer in this event, as he works to complete the last couple of checkpoints, heading into that finish line.
Send me to Dressler.
Oh, spun up on one of those rocks. He's going backwards. It's
That
allowed.
wasn't quite intentional.
It's allowed.
As long as he gets through those gates, Roy, you better be on him. If he doesn't go through those gates backwards.
Yeah, I'm at Dressler as well, but are we on the right server? Since Zollner got kicked to a different server.
I think I know what happened.
I love scotch. I love scotch. Scotch is got scotch. Here it goes down into my belly.
I was.
All right, Tint coming up for the final
racetrack
causeway.
inside of an XL hangar?
Sorry, what was the question?
Is anybody going to make a racetrack inside of a new XL hangar?
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Here we go.
On
For
the
the win.
final stretch, it is Tint.
The least satisfying victory of this week.
Okay.
All right, there he is.
Winning's winning.
I mean, it is, but beating two members of your own team by virtue of crashing is not.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
But it's Star Citizen.
It is.
We do what we can.
I don't know. It might be personal skill avoiding the crashes.
That is true.
I think I was just so far behind that I didn't get whatever was loaded.
That is also very true.
Red Legion Rescue. Interesting tactic.
All right.
Cyber Bob says a win is a win. So, oh, Travian in there too.
Yep, everyone agrees. Winning is winning.
To be fair, Prof was in second.
So do myself and Nafty need to race back, and whoever?
It put me on the wrong server, so I had to jump back in again.
Yeah, I was on the wrong server as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you guys. We can, or I guess I'm not 100% sure on the whole overarching score system for.
We just need to establish a first, second, and third.
Okay.
All right.
So, do you guys feel confident about who was in second and third, or do you want to come back and duke it out on a final lap?
I think by virtue of
Prof was ahead of me when we crashed. I crashed just before he did. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nafty was further behind.
Okay, so we're gonna go with that.
I'm still gonna get down there and finish it, but.
All right, Tint, you wanna run some victory donuts here?
I don't know if there's enough room here to do donuts in a ROC-DS, but we'll find out, I guess.
Woo. Hey, careful! That's my ROC-DS.
Well, your boss told me to do donuts in it. So.
I hope you got traveler's insurance. Some level.
I didn't go for the full coverage.
You've seen the Red Legion Rumble, right?
Yeah.
There is no surviving that. All right. Well, a great race, great track actually. I think for ground vehicles, it's a combination of challenging on the rocks there.
It was mentioned before when I was doing testing, the ROC itself, the ROC Basic, was just, it hit every little bump. So these invisible rocks that the racers are talking about, the ROC would just hit every single one of them. The ROC-DS would hit about 50% of them, and then if you actually run this in a cyclone, it doesn't hit any of them. So this race is actually a really, really fun one to do in a cyclone, but given our position as a industrial organization, I obviously wanted to make everyone race in a mining vehicle.
Yeah, if you want to pull in close here, Red, I've got two of these little rocks in front of me, so people can see what we've been trying to dodge in the grass, in the dark.
Yeah.
This is why we keep just spinning off into nothing. Is these little, little lumps.
Yeah. All right. You want to try and drive over one of those?
But at low speeds, it's okay. You just get a little bump.
Do the little
If we get it kind of up to a decent speed, you lose traction and you start to spin out. Find one to hit over here. Now that I'm looking for one, they won't be there. Yep, and then you get that, and then it lets go. That was a pretty mild bounce. Like another one here.
Yeah.
And it drags you off course, and you end up having to correct, and it slides, and you slide into another one, and...
So from a racing perspective, the challenge that the vehicle survivability introduces here, you know, especially the additional challenge of, you know, being dark, having the you know, kind of fog and lighting issues, is that a challenge you feel like equalizes certain things, or unfairly punishes specific, you know, unlucky players?
I think there's both elements to it. I think there's a separate skill set in babying the ground vehicles and keeping them from taking too much damage on bumping things. But especially when you're in close proximity to other racers, all it takes is a short little lag spike for two people to make contact. And I mean, what we've generally found over the years is that Star Citizen treats collisions with objects classed as terrain and objects classed as man-made very differently.
Yeah.
So when you hit a rock, I mean, you can do that all day in pretty much anything. Whereas if you hit a GreyCat ROC, you're very likely to go boom straight off the bat.
Yeah. We've actually, I know we talked a little bit about the Red Legion Rumble, but we do a demolition derby with cyclones. And, you know, the intention is with a group of 6, you try and blow each other up and see who survives the longest. But yeah, a lot of that comes into luck, and also, you know, certain folks like reversing into each other so that their tail end is what gets the damage. But
my ROC-DS seems to have vanished. So.
Yeah, mine is stuck in a wall.
Okay, I was gonna be like, there is one sitting here, parked at the starting line, but there is only one.
There's also another one at least one more, I think, in the M2.
Okay, so we have 2, one at the starting line and one in the M2.
But yeah, I think the big difference between what you see in the Rumble and what you see here is that in a racing environment, you're way more likely to get wheel-on-wheel collisions.
Oh yeah.
And those in particular can be really devastating for some vehicles more than others.
Would you say they could be wheelie devastating?
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, it was a slow.
He had a daughter, and it's appropriate now.
It was a slow roller over the plate. I got to take a swing at that one.
That's a great roundabout way to say that.
That one was good too. It did it just roll off the tongue?
We really need to steer this in the right direction.
I just don't want to get tired of it.
Just
You know
go
what?
hit some more rocks.
There's just so much
Careful,
pressure to
amazing.
make good jokes now.
Yes.
Okay, this is getting exhausting, guys.
Do you feel deflated?
A little bit like we're just treading the same ground over and over.
Honestly,
Y'all just
you
please spare me.
you guys are nailing it, really.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's another one. Those little rock bumps just kill your momentum. And of course, with the rock being so low acceleration relative to its high speed, the momentum is really the skill.
Yeah.
It's being able to hold and carry it.
Do you feel like the vehicle spotlights are helping here?
Absolutely, because I can, if the vehicle lights are in front of me, I can see the little flat rocks considerably further away. The rock still doesn't steer all that well at high speed.
Yeah.
Hazards of having 6 wheels, I guess, but yeah, if the further out you can see these things, definitely the easier it is.
Yeah.
Echo, after the summer festival, your race is next, the Scarlet Apex, right?
I think so. Track days in 16 days.
Okay, I was gonna be like, that's happening pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah. Not only is my rock stuck in the wall, but I'm now stuck in the rock.
Ah.
Let's see if I can grab you. Oh, never mind. They're mad at me. So I grabbed one. Moved a rock with my 315 and all of the anti-air just focused.
That didn't look friendly at all.
I was just trying to help get one out of the rocks.
I just have to say that was we really got our mileage out of that pun streak. I thought we were
Just
gonna
resist one more for the
I'm
road.
really trying to mine these puns. Oh my god. I love everyone here.
I was gonna, go into
Thanks, Echo Bit.
like you're starting that up again, kind of like, Nafty.
Tin keeps wigging. Yeah, we're just doing victory lap. All right, the longest victory lap ever.
Yeah, good 7 minutes or so of victory lap there.
Nice.
All right. Do we have anybody doing other finalizing laps? You want to see Pravis and Roy and Mustangs? I'm in the Pisces, man.
I don't think so.
All right.
I'm content with taking third.
Okay.
Excellent.
So we have our first, second, third.
Congratulations, folks. Thanks. You know what the fact is? This was a unique race circuit. A fantastic track. Thank you, Echo Bit, for being the track designer here. And thank you for the Omega Aerosports crew, who is organizing the summer festival and giving us the opportunity not only to provide support and facilitate the race here, but incorporating it as part of the summer festival circuit of races. So, we got quite a few more that have been on the list, but hopefully one of the more interesting races you'll end up running.
It's definitely been different than all the others. I will 100% confirm that.
Hey, if that's all you have to say, then I feel like success, because that was kind of my goal going into this. Is I want this to be different than all the high speed, things they got going. So good. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me happy.
And there's some commonalities because both this and the Mustang kind of just subtly want you to die when you drive them, but in a very different way.
Yeah. Very unique opportunity here. So thank you all. I think we'll wrap up the stream, and if there's anything else, do we need to do any other sign-offs there? We hear from Echo Bit. Anybody?
Do you want to say anything about the
Go
split?
sign up to the Red Legion.
Yeah, that's right.
First, join the Red Legion org because they're amazing. You can do !org in Red's chat. And then, if you want some more races, so there's more Omega Aerosports races every day up to the weekend, and you can check that out on scr.gg. And then there's even more events on that calendar too, so there's some Anzia Racing ones coming up. You can check that out on scr.gg as well, or on anziaracing.com.
Excellent. And exclamation point Anzia in chat to get a link over to the Anzia Racing crew at Echo Bit and her fantastic group of racers. Also, Smithy Joe Bob confirming Summer Mustangs 6, the next in the Omega Aerosports Series races, are coming up in 30 minutes. exclamation point OAS in Discord for the link to the Omega, or in chat, the Omega Aerosports Discord. Smithy, who is streaming that one?
I just want to put it out there. Thank you so much, Red, for commentating. Your skills there are always appreciated. Your camera work was phenomenal today.
Appreciate it. Are you streaming now, Smithy? Can raid out to you. If not, we'll pick somebody. All right. Is anybody here streaming right now, or going to be participating with the 6?
I think a fair number of us will be sticking around for Mustangs number 6.
All right.
Gonna be a good time.
Excellent. All right. Well, we'll get a raid out for current stream, and then yeah, pop in. Give a quick shout out for Smithy Joe Bob, who will be streaming the Mustang 6 in about 30 minutes. So I'll catch you guys back here. Have a great one. All right, doing the end screen now. Thank you guys. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was tons of fun.
Thanks, Red. Thanks, Travis. Thanks, Red Legion.
Thanks for running it.
Yeah.
So, and Provis, seriously, for your first run racing event, aces, dude. Like, no complaints.
Yep.
Sweet.
It's good.
Thank you. Means a lot coming from you, Tint.
Thanks for laundering more Tent's money.
I do appreciate when people launder my money. I think with a Frontier clean sweep on the top 3, we're almost making a profit.
Almost. I will say, once hover vehicles are better at transitioning on those ramps at the distribution centers, that's going to be a really fun one to do in Pulse.
I agree, but I did attempt to race that on the Nox, and I blew up every time I tried. So
with things the way they are right now, even these little flat rocks can kill you right now in a Nox. It's bananas.
Such a shame. I love the Nox. The Nox is a beautiful motorcycle.